Welcome to the After Podcast, everybody.
Yeah, dude, that prelim was nuts, dude. I actually thought Court McGee died. I'm not even gonna cap.
Oh my god, that was. I mean, there was a bunch of them. All of them. It was like everyone was one upping each other. I was like, God damn, how many times are we gonna keep fucking going here? Just like, okay.
Yeah, damn. Ricardo Ramos hit him Chavez with that spinning elbow, bro.
Oh, that was nasty. That spinning elbow, and I guess he's done that a lot before too, huh?
Yeah, he's hit one before where he KO'd somebody. I know he's hit a couple in like actual fights, but I think he's only KO'd somebody, like specifically KO'd somebody with it once.
That's fucking nasty.
Twice now.
To just keep doing that shit, I was like, holy shit. And then Button,
dude, bro, I was pretty proud of myself for those two fight calls I told you to check out. Not gonna cap.
Mm-hmm. That was something else, man. I mean, it was like every fight you couldn't stop fucking. There was a few that were like, but for the most part, this shit was going crazy.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were all good. I don't think there was a single one I didn't like.
Yeah. Fucking that Hawes dude. That dude. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Phil Hawes.
Yeah, dude. That dude's a beast.
He's good. Deron Wims just ate shots, bro.
I mean, he would not stop. He didn't give up.
No.
Didn't care. I mean, he was just. It was like he reach for him. He just couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't get close enough. It was tough. It was tough to watch that, dude. I was like, damn. He's sticking in there, but he just can't get it. What he wanted to do.
Yeah. I just feel like that dude needs to cut down to 70. I really do, because apparently he walks around at like 205 pounds.
Oh yeah, he's stocky. He's a little stocky fucking kid.
Yeah, he's jacked, but he has enough like chunk on him where I really don't think he would have to change that much in order to get to like 185 pounds walking around.
Mm-hmm.
And then he could literally just water cut to 70. You know what I'm saying? Like a wrestling meet, like he wants to.
Yeah.
And I think at 70, he's going to be undersized still, but he's going to be such a fucking tank. I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah, that kid's a little brute. He's not like he's had a bunch of fights now. He's just this one he did. Yeah. It seemed like the matchup didn't work for him.
Well, Phil Hawes is a fucking animal.
I mean, this kid was just nasty, dude. Like it was like all coming together at once. I was like, holy shit. He was tagging him.
Well, that's the thing. Did you ever watch the Phil Hawes versus Chris Curtis fight?
No, this was I think my first time watching this kid.
Dude, so the Chris Curtis Phil Hawes fight was nuts. So basically, this is what happened. It was like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Phil Hawes comes out and lights Chris Curtis up just like he was lighting up Deron Wim. Deron Wim ate that shit. Chris Curtis moved and dodged a little bit more. He didn't get hit quite as clean, but he was getting kicked to the body like a motherfucker. And he was getting cracked. But he stayed tough. He waited for Phil Hawes to kind of settle down a little bit, and then as soon as he came in lazy, he cracked him with a counter right hand and slept him.
Oh shit.
It was dope. But yeah, fucking.
I'm looking
Phil
now.
Hawes
I don't know if I've seen him against that Dawkins fight for whatever reason. I feel like I've seen that fight.
I think
that
he
one
lost that one, right?
No, he won unanimous decision. That went to decision though. But that might have been the one that I had seen. But other than that, this is pretty much my first time actually that I can recall seeing this dude. He's got it all. He might be able to do some things.
Yeah, he's good, man. He just he's young still, and I think sometimes he struggles with tiring out because he's so offensive. Like he will just throw and throw and throw if you let him.
Yeah, he's got that range. That range was, I mean, if he can piece it all together, that. Oof.
He's good. He's pretty young. Like he's only gonna get better. Like he's gonna be a problem real soon, I think.
Yeah.
I think he'll get another fight this year for sure because he really didn't take much damage at all. And then he might get 2 fights in if he can start somebody else, but we'll see. I think he for sure gets one more fight this year. I think they'll give him a ranked person off of that, somewhere in like the 15 to like 12 range maybe.
Yeah. I mean, shit, the middleweight's in good hands now. Him and then like Joaquin Buckley, that kid's a fucking tank, dude.
Dude.
That man came out on a fucking mission.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Did you hear about Daryev talking shit beforehand?
No, is that what they said? 'Cause
Okay.
I heard him talking about like, yeah, there wasn't no animosity once we get in the ring. It's war, and I was like, okay, because I didn't know if there was something or not.
So apparently those two used to train together.
Yeah.
And in the training sessions, Daryev would get the best of Joaquin or Buckley.
Mm-hmm.
And when he got the fight contract, he told the media he was excited because he got an easy fight. Like just disrespectful as fuck.
Oh shit.
So like Buckley did not necessarily appreciate that, but I don't think he ever like said that's not true. I think he said we'll see, which made me think like maybe he did get the better of him, but like Buckley's just getting better and better and better. Like his fucking cardio looked great considering how much output he had.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, he's just a little fucking brute.
Dude, so much muscle on that man, dude.
That eye was nasty, man. I mean, as quick as he swelled that thing up, and they are like, oh yeah, we're done. We don't need to see no more of this shit.
Yeah, that's how you know an orbital is broken immediately.
Oh,
yeah.
And that didn't take much.
He was trying to fight still, bro. Too. That's the thing. Like that motherfucker's tough as nails. Son.
Oh yeah, like he can have a quick turnaround now. I mean, as quick as that went. I mean.
Oh, no way, dude. He fucking broke his orbital for sure.
No, I'm talking about Buckley.
Oh, yeah.
Buckley now only took a round. He'll come back in a couple months.
Probably give him 2 months because he cracked that dude in the head with his hands a lot.
Yeah.
I'd say give him like a month and a half, but I do think he'll make a real quick turnaround because that kid's hungry as fuck.
He seemed like it. He was fucking... He was hype at the end there.
Yeah, he was.
That was good. So I think the middleweight's in good hands. They got those two young guys fucking coming up. But Buckley's a little older, right?
I don't think so. I think Buckley's only like, what is he, like 29 maybe, 28?
Okay,
maybe?
so yeah, he's still that's that prime time. So.
He's like really getting ready to enter it. Yeah, I thought so. Maybe I'm wrong though. Check his age. He's 28. Yeah.
28. Okay.
He'll be 29 in April, so he'll be 29 real soon. But yeah, so I mean, he really has another probably year until his like prime starts. You know what I mean? Like he'll really be in his prime, probably 30 to 33. That's like your peak prime or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the other person at 85 that looks like he's gonna be a motherfucking problem is that Rodriguez cat that knocked Julian Marquez the fuck out.
Oh, yeah, that dude was piecing that motherfucker up.
He fucked him up. Damn.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that was fucking nasty, too. I mean, the middleweights, dude, they're fucking... Some fresh talent coming up, because that's what we'll be seeing that. What's that, 2 weeks away? Stylebender?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's going to
be that next. Oh, no. No, it's a little longer than that.
Is it? And it's that July weekend, right? Yeah, but I mean that's gonna be nasty. That middleweight's got some guys coming up now, so that'd be interesting.
Never mind, I'm crazy. Yeah, it's July 2nd, so you're right, 2 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, middleweight it's gonna be fun. It's kind of like a year away because we need like all those guys to really fight like really once more before they're gonna be in the top, like fighting like top 10 guys probably. Like they're gonna get a numbered fight soon though. I think all 3 of those guys are soon. Yeah. I hope they don't have them fight each other yet, dude. I don't want them to whittle down the middleweight division like that yet. They need contenders there.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, give them some of these top 15 guys. Let them put their mark on something and then let's see.
Bro,
crop of the crop.
I mean, on that fight card, you have Sean Strickland, Alex Pereira. So, I mean, honestly, that right there, whether people want to accept it or not, that's a title contender fight. Like, I don't know if people quite realize that. That's a title contender fight. Dude, I bet my life on it right now.
Strickland and who?
Strickland and Alex Pereira.
Oh, is that on the...
kickboxer that had knocked him out in, what was it, like K1? Whatever they were kickboxing. Or Glory.
Okay, that's on that same card with Adesanya?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's like, it'll happen in the same time frame. You know, they'll both have, like, rather similar, you know, turnaround times. And then they can also hype it as the guy that knocked out Izzy in kickboxing versus, you know, Izzy. They'll do it. They don't give a fuck. They'll sell money. And then Sean Strickland's crazy, so if he goes out there and beats him, they'll honestly probably give him a title fight just because it's new blood. And if he can outstrike Pereira, that'll give them the excuse to really use that it's like him and Izzy will be fun. Which actually, I think him and Izzy will be fun anyways, because Strickland will just eat shots, and we'll just kind of see if he can zombie his way through it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be... That middleweight's getting fun now.
It is.
That's one of the more competitive. I mean, there's some weight classes where it's like then there's a little drained down, but middleweight's not one of them.
Yeah, I think, and you know what it is, honestly, with middleweight, though, is I don't even necessarily think most of these fights are competitive with Izzy, but I think they're kind of fun, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, I want to see them, but I don't necessarily think they're going to be, like, per se competitive. Like,
no, that's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, they're not anywhere.
I mean,
I mean, they're, in reality, all of those guys are probably, like, 3 to 4 wins away from even talking about a title shot outside of Strickland and Pereira.
Yeah, it's crazy to see this dude. He's only lost one. That's when he went up, right? And fought, who'd he fight?
Jan. He fought Jan at 205.
So, I mean, it's like, okay, he's basically bored of his own division. So, I mean, that's just how good
middleweight, he's undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated in middleweight. That's what I'm saying. That just shows you these guys are not on the same level at all.
They're not. Honestly, the only person that showed real promise against him, like as of any time recent, as in within the last few fights, it's really, I mean, of course, Yoel was a tough fight, but it was kind of just boring. They're both counter strikers and wanted to wait because they're both dangerous. So
yeah, that one was like, oh, like I thought maybe that could have been one, but it just never. It was close though. I mean, that was. You're right.
I think we all kind of expected Yoel to either just force a takedown because he obviously can out-grapple him. He just did. He fought weird. He tried to outstrike him for some reason. I was like, Yoel, like, just literally rampage through his ass. Like,
which, I mean, that dude's a freak of nature, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand either why he wasn't just fucking taking it to him.
Especially in the 5th round. Like, I was like, honestly, bro, just full send. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, you're easily down 3-1 probably. Like, at best, you have a 2-2 argument if you're lucky. You know what I mean? Like, you can't risk that in a title fight. Just go take it, bro. Like,
yeah, that came off as like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's with Yoel, we also have such amped up expectations. But other than
it's
that,
hard
Robert
not to.
Whittaker. Yeah, that's true. Whittaker looked really good against him his last fight, though. He looked really good.
Yeah, once he kind of came back and was getting in the groove, he's starting to get back to his old ways.
Dude.
After the what was he was injured, right?
Yeah, he had a bunch of stuff like back to back that were pretty big. I think it was like what did he tear something in his his chest or whatever, something like that. For some reason I thought he had like hurt a muscle or something, but that was after he had that real serious didn't his rectum rupture or something like that? Like he had internal bleeding or something messed up bad before that Gastelum fight, so he was sidelined for a while for that because he needed emergency surgery, I think.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I think that was a real issue. If he'd have fought, he could have died if I remember right.
He had a grade 2 medical ligament injury in his left knee. Okay, yeah, that
knee. Okay. Well, I know Yoel fucked his knees up both times he fought him. I think one time, but the first time he fought him, he blew his knee out in the 2nd round.
Yeah, that's fucked. The knee shit. You just can't fucking walk, man. You ain't messing around with that shit. Oh. Yeah,
No.
but once he came back from that, he's kind of looked sharp now, and that was kind
He's
of
looked
part of
fantastic.
it. So I mean, it's like that he. Oh man, that's just a tough motherfucker too.
Mm-hmm.
I think, boy, that Kevin Holland fight, that was pretty good too. He got performance of the night. He's fun to watch.
He is.
He just gets in there and he's fun to watch.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, between the talking and fucking, he's got the talent. It's just sometimes he can make it look easy, but I mean, he's just, no matter what, he's fucking fun.
Yeah, I think he's kind of one of those like slick dudes that's weird because he's long. So like he catches people in weird ways where it almost seems like they think they're safe, and then he just smokes them with a long straight punch. Like, I don't know. He's good though. I think his move to 70 is gonna really benefit his grappling more than anything though. I think his length advantage at 70 is gonna be really kind of more equivalent the like wrestling difference. I think he can use his length to counteract that, because at middleweight I think he could just get muscled on top of just out wrestled. So where I don't think the muscle will be as much of an issue as 70.
Yeah,
he's slick.
He really is, because he that length of his, you were saying. I mean, he got performance tonight, so that was nasty. I mean, in the Josh Emmett Cater fight, okay, who do you think? Who'd you have after all that was said and done? Because that was a nasty fight. That could have went either way.
Yeah, I honestly, it was a flip of a coin. Personally, I think I had, if I remember right, I had Emmett rounds 1 and 3, and then I had Caters winning round 2, 4, and 5. I'm pretty sure that's how I had it. From what I watched. But it was such a good fight. I just thought that jab needed to be more, I don't know. I feel like the jab wasn't scored as significant as some of those like bombs that Emmett were throwing, but there was a lot of times where he would throw bombs, but he wasn't actually landing clean and causing damage. He was like hitting the high guards, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, they can be effective for sure, but like it's not actually like rocking him. And I also thought that Cater really, Cater stunned him with a knee, right? I'm not making that up.
It was a knee or kick, yeah. He to me was putting more together. He was more in control of the fight. I think Emmett just came in.
That's how I felt.
He just kind of came in and would throw his shots, but then Cater was just sitting there tagging on, and he was working that jab. I mean,
touching him.
I didn't think they'd give it to Emmett off that, but when they called it, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but it was
a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
They went at it. And it's like, that's the thing, though, is like those two, honestly, by the end of it, you could have let them fight 2 more rounds. I bet they could have done it.
Yeah, they were just fucking going after it. I mean, they were locked in.
Yeah, they went to war. It was awesome. It was a hell of a fight. I really did think Cater won, but, it was one of those fights that was so close. It's like, I don't think it's any sort of robbery at all whatsoever.
No.
Emmett's in a hard spot, though, because he was injured for so long. He did just get a win over Cater, who's ranked 4, or was ranked 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if he's going to be able to find himself into a title shot, man. Because... So Emmett's going to go from 7 to 4. Calvin will probably go down to 5. Allen will probably stay at 6. And Zhang will probably move down to 7, to be honest. Or they'll tie them at 6. But you're fighting Brian Ortega.
Oh, that's coming up?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks after Max Holloway versus Volk.
Okay.
So it's like you'll have the trilogy with Holloway, Volk. But here's the thing.
That'll be fun.
If Holloway wins that, Volk gets an automatic rematch. That's just the reality people have to, or not people, but, those 4 guys got to kind of figure out how to get through, because you have Ortega, Yair, and Emmett, all right? So those 3 guys are all, really, you could give them all a title shot, or not all 3, but the winner of those two. So then you have two people that you can give a title shot to. But in reality, Ortega or Rodriguez, whoever wins that fight's more deserving than Josh Emmett is probably. You know what I mean?
You don't think they would make it, coming off that, they would just, if Volkanovski wins, obviously, yeah, if Holloway wins, okay, run that shit the fuck back. We're going to have to, you got to do it. And then.
Here's the thing, though. If Volk wins and Rodriguez finishes Ortega, and if he finishes Ortega, it'll be on the feet, so it'll be impressive.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting the title shot over Emmett against Volk, because he hasn't fought Volk either.
Oh, he hasn't? Okay.
No. So Ortega's lost to Volk and Max. So if he wins, that's best case scenario for Emmett probably, because it's them being like, listen, this is going to be your last title shot. I tell you what, man, we'll give you a shot. If you win, sweet. If you don't, it's going to be a hard work. Good luck trying to get back to the top, because there's no breaks here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think they might give him just like, hey, fuck it, new blood, new fight, fresh opponent, and they'll just throw him in there. And he's gonna fight. Like him and Volk would be insane. I think. Like I think they'd sling, bro.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm looking at it now. So he had a unanimous decision with Holloway. Rodriguez.
Yeah, he lost to Holloway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he's was that last fight? Okay, so he's coming off that.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that'd be a fun fight too, for sure.
Yeah, I think
Rodriguez and
Volkanovski
Volkanovski.
Crazy.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. I think honestly,
So
I
then
think Volk would take him down and probably beat the shit out of him though. Huh?
So I'm just gonna say, so who do you have Emmett fighting then? If those two he gets the next shot, who would you want to see Emmett fight to prove that he deserved a title shot?
Right. So you have Rodriguez fighting Ortega. You're saying if Rodriguez wins and Volk wins?
Yeah. If say that they win,
Emmett fight.
Who does Emmett need to fight next to really get a shot?
Probably either Arnold Allen or. Yeah, probably Arnold Allen or the loser, depending on how they lost, of Holloway and Ortega.
Okay.
That's probably he would probably have to beat one of those losers. But honestly, I think Arnold Allen is his best call out, to be honest, and I think he can present problems for Arnold Allen. I think he's just so fucking strong. It could be an issue for Arnold, but Arnold's good, dude.
Yeah.
So honestly, I don't even include Korean Zombie anymore because I don't think I want to see him fight again. That broke my heart, bro.
I think it's just one of them times. It's just you see it coming, and it's like, all right.
Yeah. And unfortunately for him, he really lost like 2 years of like really, his kind of prime for mandatory military service. And then he had ring rust, but he came back and he looked good. So I mean, he's a damn good fighter. He's a legend, but I don't want to see him fight almost anybody outside of like Bryce Mitchell in this like top 15, because I think all of them are just such good strikers. Like Bryce Mitchell just probably choke him, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to see any of these other dudes like blast his head off again.
Oh yeah, no, I think we're good on that.
Yeah, I would like to see. It's
unfortunate because he was a beast he's a bad dude for a minute.
Oh yeah,
and it's when you see it, that kind of goes with Eddie Weiland. Him. It's like, yeah, I'm kind of happy he decided to call it quits.
Yeah,
I was tired of seeing him just get knocked out too many times.
Yeah, that shit was hard to watch. That Cody Stamann fight was hard to watch. I was honestly, that fight I felt like was such a fucking mismatch, dude. Like Cody Stamann, like I get it, he's coming off a couple losses or whatever, but like he's a big, strong, explosive dude. Like at that weight class, he is a tank. I'm like, bro, you really want this dude throwing hammers at fucking Eddie, bro? Like, come on.
Yeah, I really wasn't about that one. That was like, fuck, dude.
That one made me cringe a little bit. I think that was the only one that I really felt like this was a gross matchup to be honest. At least that I can remember right now.
Yeah, because
Maybe that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this going back to, since O'Malley, really. I didn't realize every single one he's been knocked out. It's just like, oh, gosh. I remember the O'Malley one for sure. I didn't know that's where it kind of started. It's like these last three, it's just, oof.
Yeah.
I think
it wasn't
I'm glad he called it. It was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We didn't need that no more.
Yeah, I wonder if it was also his like final fight on his contract, so he just said fuck it and got a nice payday.
Well, I thought they said somebody had a 4th fight. I don't know if this was the end or not, but 'cause I thought they said he had just signed a 4th fight during the fight.
Oh, interesting.
So I think it was just the first one. He's like, I might be wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought they were saying he had just signed a 4-fight contract.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I'm definitely glad he called it done.
Yeah, it was okay. I appreciate that. You just hate to see a guy get too far in his career and he doesn't know how to give it that pride thing, whatever it is, and he just keeps going. It's like, no, man, that's not the way to go. Because that Cody Stamen he's a fucking tank, dude. I mean, he's an ultimate tank, and he just came out and just fucking put it on him. It was like, oh, jeez.
It wasn't good, dude.
Why are we doing this? Come on, guys.
Yeah, that seemed like bad matchmaking. But I think and part of me wonders if they really just used Eddie for Cody because Cody needed that win pretty bad. And he's a pretty good fighter, to be honest. Like, I think he could definitely break into that top 15 and present some problems for some people. But I don't think he's anywhere near inside the top 10 right now in that weight division. 35 is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. Shit. I was glad to see the Jeremiah Wells fight. See that guy fucking on McGee, Court McGee. Ooh.
Yeah, that was insane.
Because he's a dude that's got to get it going now. He's older, right? He's about 35 or so.
Yeah, I think he was 35. But honestly, I think he's had one of those careers where he's actually been able to take pretty good care of his body. I don't think he's taken a lot of damage. He seems to have won most of. I think he was what was it? 10-2, now 11-2.
11-2 now, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he got wrestled to death in his other 2 fights. I don't think he got KO'd, did he?
No.
Yeah, so I honestly think he'll be able to make like a nice little 2-year run. I think he'll be able to go on a run. But after a KO like that, I think that was 70, right? Welterweight?
Yeah. Welterweight.
Yeah, man, I think they could do a few things. I don't know if they could break him into that top 15 yet, but I think they could find him somebody to set him up for that top 15 fight and have him fight numbers by, this time next year.
Yeah, because I want to see him, as quick as possible get up there because I think he's a guy that he can do some damage now.
Oh, yeah, and he can fight next week, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's ready to go at all times, especially after something like that, putting it all together that quick. It's like, okay,
yeah,
let's go.
I think, there's some fights that I think would be quite a bit of fun for him. I think 70 is interesting right now. I think we're going to start seeing some names kind of dissipate real soon here. Like, I think Wonder Boy, Masvidal, Magny,
Magnin, he's getting ready to fight, so it's like we'll see.
And Chiesa, I think all 4 of them are going to be dropping down out of the top 10 within the next few fights. Wonder Boy can still beat a lot of guys. It just seems like he's having a hard time getting anybody. But the other problem is like the fun fights for them really is like him and Masvidal. Just let them run it back. But it's like it ties up 7 and 8 again. And then it's hard to break into that top 5 because you have Khamzat, Burns, fucking Kobe, and Usman, and then Leon with the title fight. Like, good luck. Like, that level's just different, son.
Oh, yeah.
I do think... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I do think that Bilal can present some problems to some of those guys. I think Bilal and Gilbert. I think that's a bad fight for Bilal. However, I think Bilal and like Leon is interesting. I think Bilal and Kobe is interesting, and I actually think Bilal and Usman's interesting. I think Chimaev and Burns are bad matchups for Muhammad. Um, yeah, I just think because Muhammad really thrives in like almost making shit a dogfight until he just overwhelms you and then he just top pressures you and smashes you and beats you up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's an animal. But I think Burns on bottom is just he's always dangerous, and I don't think you can take Chimaev down, and I don't think your forward pressure is enough to break Chimaev. I think Kobe, I think for some reason, I just think that Kobe will stand with him, and I think Bilal's stand up is better than Kobe's. So I think he matches up better with them, and I also don't think Bilal gets stuck underneath Kobe for maybe he does. I don't think it's. I don't. I think he can get up. I think Bilal's a really good grappler, man.
Mm.
I actually have. I hold Bilal in pretty high praise. I was really impressed with that Luque fight too. To be honest, he looked fucking good.
I didn't see that with
Uh,
Vicente Luque.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a crazy thrilling fight, but I mean, it was a good fight. You weren't upset, but it wasn't, some crazy fight you had to jump off your seat for.
Mm.
But it was a good fight, and I thought Bilal looked good. He fucking dominated Vicente. I don't even know if Vicente took a round.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, like he smoked him, bro.
Well, this is
And
some a class that kind of needs some freshen up, to be honest.
yeah, it does. But that's what I'm
But
saying. If you look at I don't think
besides the top
Magny.
guys,
Yeah, there's a gang of guys that have been there for so long at 70,
they're
man.
just hanging around, and
Yeah,
we've seen the matchups over and over. Like, we're just to a point where
yeah,
it needs a little bit of fucking juice in the
100%.
arm. Because
Yeah, you need.
right now it doesn't matter if you're in the top five, because Usman is just a fucking he's another guy.
Yeah.
Just like we said with Adesanya, I think he's on that same level. Those two are
Yep.
like fucking just locking it down. Like, y'all better figure out who's next, because I'm ready for any of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers type shit.
That's how Charles is
Scared.
right now too, though.
Yeah, yep. Charles,
Oliveira's right there right now. I mean, he's just eating
the
through
champ,
contenders.
not
All he
champ,
has
champ.
left is all he has left is Islam and Dariush. Otherwise, I don't even think anybody else is interesting against him right now, bro. Like,
No, that dude bounced up and he's put it all together. He's a fucking complete fucking stud, dude.
animal.
Oh man. So yeah, I'd put him in that group too. I can't wait to see what goes on in heavyweight with fucking John Jones. I'm ready for some John Jones. Like, I want to see what this heavyweight. I've been seeing him getting fucking bulking up and shit. I want to see him fight in fucking heavyweight. That's a fucking.
Shit, we gotta throw Volk in that category right now. Dude, we have quite a few champs right now that are just holding on to that motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Volk has a bunch of defenses. I know he's not the champ, but we all see him as the champ. He is the
God,
goddamn
yeah.
champ. And then you got Usman and Izzy with a bunch of defenses right now. Like, honestly, fucking Shevchenko has a shit ton of defenses.
Yeah.
Juliana shook that shit up, but at featherweight, of course, Nunes has a bunch of defenses.
That was stale until she came in. That one shot.
Yeah.
I didn't think Amanda Nunes would ever fucking lose anymore. It was like, damn.
I definitely knew she was gonna lose. I just didn't. I honestly gave I gave Nunes too much respect on her grappling. That's what I did. I definitely didn't think Juliana was going to be able to out-grapple her after she got beat up, and she sure as fuck could. And then she said, hold these hands now that you're tired. And she's a bad bitch. Good for her, man.
I kept looking. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, does this really just happen, man?
I was just laughing. I swear
like,
to God, I saw her gassed, and after she got out of the first round, I started laughing. I looked at Josh. I was like, bruh, are you ready for this upset? Because it's over. Like, dude, it's over. Like, it's just, there's something about Nunes where if she almost finishes you in the first, she has a real hard time, like, getting started almost in the second. It's weird. Like, she almost starts swinging and missing real early in the second, and then she gets real tired, and then she kind of gets grappled with, and then once she's tired, her grappling's real rough, and she seems to kind of get exposed in that nature. She needs to get gas, but you got to be able to take some damage before she's going to get gas, so.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Yeah, there's a few of them that are just locked down. I think bantamweight, flyweight, that one's been kind of, going back and forth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are the couple ones that aren't really moving around. But the other ones, yeah, I would agree. There's fucking solid lockdown. Heavyweight's always interesting because any of those fucking guys can knock any of those guys out. But now since
Yeah.
Ngannou's gotten the whole fucking complete thing together, that's like, oh god, he's scary now. Like he's
Have fun.
good fucking
Have
luck.
fun. Yeah. Honestly, Cyril had zero issues with his stand-up, honestly. Like, I don't even think Cyril was close to danger at times, bro. Like, he was just not, like, Ngannou wasn't close to hitting him in the stand-up, like, cleanly. And, like, I know it only takes one, but, like, it just seemed like, damn, bro. Like, once Ngannou started slowing down, Cyril Gane did not as far as footwork. You know what I mean? Like, and he's, like, he doesn't get sloppy.
Yeah, no, he's
fucking technical as fuck, son.
I mean, he's got it all focused in, dialed in. I mean, everything's clicking now, and that's what's the scary thing. Because he's always had, okay, maybe this needs work on, it needs improvement. Now it's just like, it's fucking tight, and it's fucking, oh, God, I wouldn't even want to. I don't know if you could pay me a certain amount to step in with that motherfucker, dude.
No, there's no money. My brain wouldn't work to spend any of it afterwards anyways. There's just no point, bro.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It's like, I would say I'd lay on the ground, but that's just not true, dude. I would just try to climb out of the cage because he could just hammer fist me, like.
Oh shit! What do you think about What do you think about Dillashaw? They announced that that's the next title shot with Sterling.
I don't hate it, but I probably also don't hate it because I like Aljamain against Dillashaw, and I don't really particularly want to see Dillashaw see the belt again. I don't know. I have a hard time forgiving that shit. Like, I get he dropped down and he needed it to, like, kind of stay alive and make that weight, but, like, honestly, if it was that big of an issue, bro, like, fuck it. You know, I don't know, man. I have a hard time with that shit for forgiving him. It's not that I don't want to see him win fights again. For Dillashaw, he got caught with, what was it called? EPO, the shit that, the bike racer dude was taking.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. When he went down to fight Cejudo a couple years back.
Okay.
He got knocked the fuck out in the first round. And then he popped still. But it's like I want to see him win fights. I just don't want to see him win championships again, to be completely honest with you. So I would like Sterling. I think that fight's fun, though. I think Dillashaw's fucking must see. He's good as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just always going to root against him.
He was a killer in that fucking division for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And then now it's kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
I think
Dillashaw.
But I'll watch it. I mean, it's going to be fun. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Dillashaw matches up pretty well with a lot of guys, but I think he has a lot of fun fights. But I think he gets kind of smashed by a few guys, too. And actually, I think Sterling's kind of one of them. I think Sterling's jiu-jitsu is like Dillashaw is really good everywhere, but I think that back control, bro. Like, I don't know if Dillashaw can handle that as well as Jan did. I think he might get finished from that position.
Yeah, if he gets to that's a spot, right? He gets to that fucking back control, and it's game
goddamn
over.
Backpack, dude.
It's nuts.
Yeah, they still almost school season. It's nuts. I think, but I think Sterling actually matches up well with him. I think Dillashaw beats a lot of these guys, too. I think a really fun fight with Dillashaw would have been Marlon Vera, Chico.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Of course, I'm also probably not, I'm 100% biased, let's be honest. But I thought Corey beat the TJ Dillashaw in that fight, too.
And you had Sandhagen?
I thought he won. Yeah, I thought he won 3-2. It was a really close fight. I was bitter because I wanted Sandhagen to win, but it was like, in reality, it was kind of a flip of a coin, you know?
Yeah.
It was a really good fight.
Sandhagen's one of them guys that's been fucking pretty damn good too for a minute now. He's just kind of the little slip up there. If that goes his way, maybe we're talking about him instead. So I mean, that's just fucking split right there.
Honestly, he was kind of in a tough spot. He actually probably wouldn't have gotten it because when Sterling fought him, he literally choked his ass out in like 37 seconds.
Oh, no shit. I
Yeah,
forgot
so
about that.
like, yeah, I think they'd have been like, yeah, we gotta fucking let him run through a guy or two before we push this, you know what I mean? They might have had to. Even though everyone loves Corey, I don't think any of us think that shit would ever happen like that again.
Yeah.
But, I think, man, dude, 35's so fucking deep, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many studs in that, dude. Like, man, Rafael Sunsao is number 15. And to be honest, he probably won't be ranked in a few weeks. And he probably shouldn't be ranked anymore, which is crazy.
Well, Sean O'Malley's the big fun one, right? He's the guy that's everyone's fucking glued on, must see fucking TV.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're finally starting to get him into the. They kind of brought him along slowly. I feel like because he wasn't fighting. I was waiting for the top 15 for the longest time, and he finally started seeing guys. I think it was like they just didn't want to throw him to the wolves type thing, but he's come on fucking.
I think it was him. I'm pretty sure, at least from what I've understood, is it seems like he wasn't going to fight any of the top ranked guys for what he was on his original contract for, which I actually respect.
Yeah.
So he was basically saying, listen, I'm going to fight guys that you pay me to fight. You know what I'm saying? Quite literally. Like, when you're not going to give me a good money, then I'm not going to fight these studs. Like, why would I take time off my career for no money?
Okay,
so he's looking at it like, yeah, and it's smart because now it's like, okay, I got a big contract, and now if I perform, I'm going to get an even bigger contract. If I don't, at least I made the most money I could. Like he's in a win-win as far as the money situation now. He's a huge draw pretty much regardless.
Oh,
he's going to have to lose a couple in a row before he's not. But and don't get me wrong, there's a couple matchups here that are not great for him.
really?
But yeah, I think Jan would fuck him up, to be completely honest.
You think Jan would? Oh, man, I don't know.
I really do. I think Jan would beat the fuck out of him, dog. I'm going to be real honest with you.
I think it'd be fun. I mean, it would be a hell of a fight, but I think he's got Jan.
Yeah, I kind of think
that would
that.
be good, though.
You think he'd beat Jan, huh?
I'm confident. I'm big on the Sugar Show. I think he's fucking.
That's interesting.
I think it's too easy for him right now. I think he should be up in those.
Too easy.
He should
but he's
get up
too
there.
easy against guys like that aren't really. I mean, like, I don't think he's fought guys that make me go like, oh yeah, those guys are like real contenders right now. Like they're real active contenders that we're looking on the come up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't think he's had real tests. I did like that Rava, however you say his last name. Parva, I think.
Yeah.
I liked that fight. I thought that was a good test. I thought Almeida was a good test, but I think both of those guys are I definitely don't think they were on his level, and I certainly don't think that
I mean, that was.
I don't think either of those guys are going to be guys that we see in the top 10. You know what I mean? Like anytime soon. I don't, to where I 100% think O'Malley is in that top 10, but I'm saying I think there's some matchups in that top 10 that are not good for him. I definitely think he's probably in the top 5, but like Merab, I think Merab just mauls the fuck out of him too. I think Merab mauls most of them, to be honest. I think Chico's interesting because he's just tough as nails, and eventually he's gonna catch Sean with something big. And I actually I get that Sean's jiu-jitsu is very good, but I think Chico's grappling is better. I really do. I think Chico's a fucking animal, man.
He is, and what really showcased with me was with that when he was with O'Malley. He put it on pretty damn good there, and he is pretty damn good. There's a reason he's up there. So I think, but we're at a time where I'd like to see them two go back at it. I thought that first fight was pretty damn good.
I actually would rather see Chico go up. I don't think Sean O'Malley puts Chico up.
No.
No, what do you? I mean, you get what? You get eyes. You know what I'm saying? If you lose, you have far more to lose than O'Malley. If you win, all you've kind of done was solidify what you did the first time. Why not have him go up or fight a guy that puts him in a title contending fight? You know what I'm saying? I don't think O'Malley does that for him right now because O'Malley isn't battle tested enough. He's ranked 13. I think, listen, O'Malley beats Munoz. He's going to move into the top 10. He'll probably sit at number 10. But above him, you have Dominic Cruz, Rob Font, Song Yadong. That's like just right around him.
Didn't he just beat Munoz? Was that his last fight?
No. Munoz is who he's fighting. He fought...
that's who he's fighting. Okay.
Chris Munoz or Chris Gutierrez, something like that. That was the dude he beat the brakes off of for like 3 rounds. It was almost to the end. He almost made it to the end, but the fight got called with like, what, a minute left or something.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like... I think you'd Song Yadong and him is a fun ass fight, dude. I think that's dangerous for Sean, bro. I really do. I think O'Malley's really good, and I think he can beat a lot of these guys. But I think there's a few guys that he just doesn't beat, and I think Merab is 100% one of them. I think Merab is just a terrible matchup for him. I think Merab's probably just a terrible matchup for quite literally everybody.
You like this guy, huh? Pretty.
Dude, do you not know much about Merab, dog?
He's one of these. He's the one guy in this division I probably know the least about. That's up at
size he is. Man. So him and Sterling are teammates.
Okay.
So I mean, really, and it's Dualalishvili. I can never say it right. But anyway, so I always call him Merab. But yeah, Merab is a fucking nightmare. He's an insane grappler, Georgian. He's dude, he's just aggressive. He's got all right stand-up. You know, he can hit you with some things, but he's durable, bro. Like, he has taken some beatings and just came back, dog, like, from the brink of death and come back and won fights. And he's a problem, bro. He's relentless, too. I think he has the record for most takedowns in bantamweight fight in history, UFC history.
Oh, in one fight?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure. It was a shit ton. It was like 28 or something obscene like that. Maybe it wasn't that obscene, but it was stupid. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, he's the one that I know probably the least about that I need to go watch because, yeah, that's fucking... If he's doing it like that, then this division's pretty fucking... And this is the one that's been kind of floating around back and forth that when now Sterling Yan shit's done, so we wrap that shit up and fucking let's go. let these guys go after it. That's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's
we're gonna find out with Sean O'Malley. That's gonna be Munoz. We'll see we'll see if he can get up in there. This will be it, like you were saying. This will be interesting. He's on that fight. That card's gonna be fun. That July card's always pretty damn fun. It feels like every year they blow the summer out with some nasty-ass card.
Yeah, they really do, man. They really do. This card's pretty insane, man.
Yeah, that's going to be fucking good. Shit. Well, all right, brother. I think we'll wrap this up. That's pretty... I mean, this fucking UFC Austin fucking card was just completely fucking crazy, dude. Like, it was the pace it was going at. We were talking about at the beginning. This shit was fucking nasty. Hopefully this next card's going to be just like this. I mean, that's fucking wild. I don't remember a card being as fucking complete, like, damn, constantly in a long-ass time.
Yeah, man.
Good cards, but this one was just fucking, whew.
Top to bottom.
Yeah.
Every single fight was must-see.
Oh,
yeah, no, 100%. It was great.
Yeah, so we'll fucking see. Hopefully UFC... Have to have you back on, talk about UFC. That fight will be fucking nasty. I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's a blast. Anytime you want me, I'm ready, brother.
All right, sweet. Peace out, everybody. Love y'all.